Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hi dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about atomic structures of JEE NEET chapter. In this one, wave mechanical model of an atom. This wave mechanical model of an atom, my dear students, is already you know that is de Broglie equation. De Broglie equation. In that de Broglie equation, he explained moving charged particle behaves like a what we call particle nature also is there, wave nature also there. Correct? No, moving particle. It shows particle nature, along with the particle nature, wave nature also there. We derived one derivation. This derivation is there in early video. You just go through that video. Lambda is equal to h by mv. Mv is the mass of electron, v is velocity of electron, h is Planck's constant. By using that equation, kinetic energy, relation between wave de Broglie equation and kinetic energy, one more equation we derived. This is also there in that video. Please refer that video, my dear students, for this derivation. Derivation part is already done with the, okay. Lambda is equal to h by root of 2m into kinetic energy. Root of 2m into kinetic energy. These two have to know down. Okay. Next about Bohr's atomic model, my dear students. In Bohr's atomic model, mainly they explained about Bohr's atomic model, atomic theory is actually what happens. Electrons revolves around the nucleus in a circular path. It's called orbit. Understood? So each electron having a fixed orbit. Understood? In that same very important thing is electron, angular momentum of electron. Electron is equal to angular momentum 2 pi r is equal to angular momentum of electron is equal to 2 pi r is equal to, so not 2 pi r, mvr is equal to mvr, mass into velocity into radius. That is explained, my dear students. How to find angular momentum? One electron is revolving around this circular orbit, the radius from the nucleus and velocity with which it moves and mass of this particular electron is called mvr, angular momentum, is always n into h divided by 2 pi. This is not the, n is actually integer. If that electron revolves in the first n, first orbit, okay. Second means 2, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, like that, whole number. So this also you remember, my dear students, mvr is equal to ns divided by 2 pi is the integral multiple of h divided by 2 pi, integral multiple of whole number, integral multiple of h by 2 pi, angular momentum. This also derivation is over, is explained in your class video. Just go through that video, my dear students. And along with this one, we are going to study that mvr, you can also write 2 pi r, because 2 pi r is nothing but the circumference. We are taking this one 2 pi r. Understood? You can write mvr, you can use mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi r, or you can use nh by 2 pi. See, instead of mvr you can use 2 pi r. Also, this is one more formula modifying this particular first formula. Note down these 4 formulas. This is very important. Okay. My dear students, according to Planck theory, Planck give one equation. That's actually E is equal to energy of each packet is given, E is equal to h nu. Correct, no, my dear students? You studied. One packet of energy is h nu. Okay. Okay, nu is nothing but frequency. This you can write c by lambda. Here I will substitute E is equal to h into c by lambda. Okay. Nu is frequency, you can write like this. At the same time, one more Einstein theory is there. This is Planck quantum theory, Planck's theory. And Einstein theory is there. In Einstein theory, my dear students, he explained E is equal to mc square. So These two are equation are same, 1 and 2, that I will write like this. H nu is equal to mc square is equal to, using equation 1 and 2, this become H nu is nothing but c into lambda. This will get cancelled, correct? No, here mc is equal to h divided by lambda. Mc is equal to h divided by lambda. This is one equation. My dear students, please note down this equation. So mc means mass into velocity, correct? C is velocity, mv is nothing but mass into velocity, is nothing but momentum, p. I can substitute here, it is p, okay? P, mc or mv, mc or mv is same, okay? H divided by lambda. So this we can rearrange, my dear students. Lambda is equal to h divided by p. See total how many formulas you got? This many formulas are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using Planck's theory, energy of one packet of light is h nu. Okay. In nu you have substituted c by lambda. Frequency is nothing but the velocity of light divided by wavelength. According to Einstein theory, my dear student, E is equal to mc square. So using this 1 and 2, mc square is equal to h into c by lambda. C get cancelled. Mc is h divided by lambda. So mc is nothing but mass into velocity. Mass into velocity, mv is nothing but momentum. Same, mc is nothing but momentum only, p. So here I will substitute mc is nothing but p h by lambda, or I can take lambda to this side, this become h by p. Note down, my dear students. My dear students, one question: what should be the momentum in gram centimeter per second of a particle if its de Broglie wavelength is 1 Armstrong and the value of h is Planck's constant, okay, is given 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 27 arc second, h value is given. So my dear students, what is given, first thing you have to write. Here 1 Armstrong is given, correct? No, 1 Armstrong is nothing but you are converting into, this one means 1 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter, okay, convert into centimeter, Armstrong to centimeter. H is given, my dear students. H is how much, my dear students? 6.6252 into 10 to the power minus 27 arc second, okay. Now which formula you have to find out? What should be the momentum? Momentum is nothing but p, that you have to find out, momentum, okay. Which formula? p h by lambda, p h by lambda. In this one, 6.6252 into 10 to the power minus 27 divided by 1 into 10 to the power minus 8, correct? So here this 2 is given. While taking this 10 to the power minus 8 to up, see here to here, while moving it gives 10 to the power plus 8 minus 27 plus 8, okay, is actually 19. 10 to the power minus 19 arc second, arc centimeter second, you are getting answer, okay. And you have to sort out this part, 6.6252 divided by 1, answer is 6.6252, 6.6252. Which one is correct answer? Answer A is correct answer, my dear students. Note down, answer A is correct answer. Now my dear students, this is one more question actually. The mass of particle is 1 milligram and its velocity is 4.5 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter per second, and what should be the wavelength, what should be the wavelength of particle? Is Planck's constant is given, my dear students, 6.652 into 10 to the power minus 27 arc second. The options given 1, 2, 3, 4 options given. So you have to find out wavelength, my dear students, wavelength. So to find wavelength, first thing is if something is given in milligram, immediately you have to convert into gram. Then only that calculation part become very easy. Understood? Otherwise very difficult. So here 1 milligram is given. So you are converting into 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram. Okay. And Planck's constant is given 6.52 into 10 to the power minus 27 arg second. Which formula I suppose use, my dear students? Lambda is equal to h by mv, mass into velocity. Mass is given. So lambda is equal to h 6.652 into 10 to the power minus 27 arg second divided by mass is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram into velocity. Velocity of light, you know that 3 into 10 to the power, sorry, whether velocity is given in this one? Yeah, velocity is given, my dear students. So this is actually this particle velocity, is not light. That particle velocity is given 4.5. So here V is how much? 4.5 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter per second. Okay, 4.5 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter per second. Second get cancelled, gram get cancelled, and it gives actually centimeter. Answer in centimeter. So my dear students, first you have to solve 10 to the power. Here 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power 5 is there. It gives 10 to the power minus 2. 10 to the power minus 2. 10 to the power minus 2, when it goes up, it will become 10 to the power plus. No. Okay. 10 to the power. See, my dear students, here 10 to the power, here I will write, okay, 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power 5 is there. 5 minus 3 is 2, 10 to the power 2. That 10 to the power 2, when it goes up, that become 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, very important. See, 10 to the power 5 minus 10 to the power minus 3 is 5 minus 3 is 10 to the power 2. Correct, no? 10 to the power 2, when it goes up, it is become 10 to the power minus 2. Minus 27 plus minus 27, see here 10 to the power minus 27 and 10 to the power minus 2 gives how much? 10 to the power minus 29. Okay, first you have to solve 10 to the power part. Okay, don't get confused with this term. 10 to the power, you are getting minus 29. See, my dear students, in answer there is no confusion. Here minus 24 is there, minus 29 is there, minus 32 is there, minus 34 is there. Answer is B. Before getting answer, only by solving 10 to the power, here 5 minus 3, 2 plus 2, and when it goes up it become minus 2, and minus 27 minus 2 minus 29, we got answer. But later you solve this one. Solving is, this one is not required only. How fast you got answer? 6.652. 6.652 you can take it as a 7 you can take it as 7. That means 7 you consider. This one calculation part, otherwise it's very difficult to this one. 6.652 is there, that you consider 7. And here 1 you leave, 1 is like that. 4.5 is there, you can consider 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are, no, 4 ones are 1 point, correct, no, 1 point, and 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, correct, no, 1.4 something. So answer is 1.472. Very simple calculation, my dear students. So decimal part is very difficult to calculate. So decimal, if 6.6 is there, after 0.6 is there, means you consider it as a 7. After point less than 4 is there, means you consider it as 6. Because 6.6 is there, means you have to consider it as 7, no problem, for calculation part, understood. 6.4 is there, means 6. So here 4.5 is there, you can consider it as a 4. So 7 divided by 4 is 4 ones are 4. So 1 point comes. So remaining is calculation for whatever the things is coming. No need of calculating that particular. You got answer 1 point. 1.4 into 722 into 10 to the power minus 29 centimeter. Exact answer you are getting. Understood? So while shortcut method, when we use the shortcut method, you won't get perfect particular answer, but you will get nearest answer to this one, nearest answer. But here easily we got, because 10 to the power minus 29 is there. My dear students, the one question actually, which of the following has least de Broglie wavelength? De Broglie wavelength, lambda. So this question appeared and they given answers: electron, option B, proton, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide options. So if you see this type of answer, immediately you will say, no sir, we didn't study such questions. How we will come to know that these and all? Which one having? Whether you taught? Yes, it is there. How to use the formula, it is very important, my dear student. For finding wavelength, which one you have to use? For formula, lambda is equal to h by mv. H by mv. Here one thing is clear, my dear students. H is constant. H is constant. V is velocity for same for all. Correct? H is constant. Velocity is same for all. Electron, proton, carbon dioxide, whatever you take, atom or whatever molecule. And here lambda is equal to 1 by m. 1 by m. So remaining part H and V, except the, see this H is constant, V is just neglect that part, and remaining is 1 by m, means 1 by m mass. That means lambda is inversely proportional to mass. Inversely proportional to mass. So that means wavelength increases with the decrease in mass, or mass increases, wavelength decreases. Correct? Vice versa. Here which one having highest mass? Proton, electron you know that 9.1 something, proton you know, but carbon dioxide mass you can calculate 12 plus oxygen 2 into 16 44, correct? No, because 12 is mass of atomic mass of carbon, oxygen is 16, 2 into 16 32, 4. Okay, here sulfur dioxide, my dear students, 16 plus oxygen 32. Okay, so which one having highest mass, my dear students? Sulfur dioxide having highest mass. Correct? Sulfur dioxide having highest mass compared to carbon dioxide, compared to electron, compared to proton. Proton and all the least mass, because these are molecules. Molecules having highest mass. Sulfur dioxide having highest mass. In which case sulfur dioxide having highest mass, according to this one which having highest mass, what happens? Wavelength is least. Here they asked least wavelength, smallest wavelength. One which sulfur dioxide having highest mass, least wavelength. Option 4 is correct. Least wavelength. See, from formula we derived H is constant, V is constant, and lambda is inversely proportional to mass. Mass increases, lambda decreases, like that. We are going to discuss about Heisenberg uncertainty principle. In Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is given, my dear students, two things is given. This formula, it is highly impossible, or it is very difficult to find out smallest subatomic particle, moving particle. See what it says actually in definition. When smallest subatomic particle moves, it is very difficult. That means it's highly impossible to find out simultaneously both the position and momentum of that particle. I given one example, explained that particular. You go through that video once. The same thing. Delta x is nothing but this one. Which one? Delta p is momentum, delta x is position, greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Here delta x, I can write p, momentum I can write mv. Correct, no, my dear students? Mv. Okay. mv. P is nothing but mv, momentum. Okay. Delta x, I will rearrange delta v, this h divided 4 pi m, h divided by 4 pi m. By substituting these values, h value 6.624, 627 is there, okay, you can write 624 or 7, okay, into 10 to the power minus 27 divided by 4 into pi, 3.14 pi value. Mass of electron 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 28. Understood? By solving this one, we will get answer. What is delta x into delta v means 0.57 erg second per gram, 0.57 erg second per gram. This is the value we are getting for delta x into delta v, my dear students. Okay, the change in position is delta x is equal to 0 means change in velocity, dv change in velocity is infinity. Understood? Change in position is equal to 0 means change in velocity infinity, vice versa. That means velocity, change in velocity is 0 means change in position is infinity. Okay, vice versa. Note down this point, okay, my dear students. My dear students, this is one question. If the uncertainty in position of a moving particle is 0, that means delta x is 0, but then find out delta p. Delta p, how to find out? Formula is delta x into delta p greater than or equal h by 4 pi. This you can write like this, my dear students. Delta p greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. By shifting this one delta x, you can write like this, my dear students, or you can write like this, my dear students. Delta p greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Delta x is how much, my dear students? Uncertainty in position is 0. Okay, into 0. The whole term become 0. Okay, that means h, Planck's constant, you know that. Okay, or this entire thing h divided by 0 means something divided by 0 means is infinity. Okay, is infinity. What is delta p value? Change in position value greater than or equal to infinity. Greater than or equal to infinity. Why means, my dear students, this is actually formula. In this formula, they are telling that this part is 0. What is remaining? Delta p. To find delta p actually, that I shifted this one to this side, delta x. Understood? Here h divided by 4 pi, here delta x I substituted as 0. Okay, h divided by 0. Then something is divided by 0 means it is infinity. Delta p is greater than or equal to infinity. Answer is greater than or equal to infinity. Okay, problem for you actually. The uncertainty in position and velocity of a particle are 10 to the power minus 10 meter and 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 meter second inverse respectively. Calculate the mass of the particle. You have to, h is given, you have to calculate mass of the particle. Okay, so which formula I suppose use? Delta x into delta mv greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. So you have to calculate, my dear students, mass m. Okay, so here I write delta x into m into delta v greater than or equal to 4 pi. Here you have to write, my dear students, m greater than or equal to h into 4 pi delta x into delta v. Okay, here substitute these values, my dear students. Very simple. H is given, pi is 3.14, delta x is given, position, velocity, position is 10 to the power minus 10, velocity is 5.27, and by solving you will get one answer, that is actually, so here E is equal to, okay, is equal to h by 4 pi delta x. Here you substitute the value, my dear students. H is how much? 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 divided by 4 into 3.14 into delta x is 10 to the power minus 10 and into delta v 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 24. Minus 24 minus 10 is minus 34. When it goes up plus 34, minus 34 plus 34 get cancelled. Understood? Minus 34 plus 34 means get cancelled, and you have to solve this part. Here 6.6 is there, you take it as a 7 divided by 4 into 3, 3.14 is there, you consider it as 3, 4 into 3, see I will write here 7 divided by 4 into 3 into 5, so 4 12 4 into 3 12, 12 into 5 60, 7 divided by 60, it gives actually 0.11 something, understood? Value is 0.11, m value, mass is 0.11, but actual value you are getting 0.099. So okay my dear students, in answer by shortcut method also you are getting the same, don't worry about that, the 4 options is there, that at that time you can check if they given 4 options. This is the method. Okay, please note this one.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.